right. Okay, well, like with Limp Loser, it's not, it's not that I said no, he was missing point. He said fuck off to this guy. It's like he and I are on the same side of the most important distinction here between whether we have to please the audience or whether it's more for the audience to choose their own restaurants based on their own needs. Um, but it's just that, see, then there was this other user, and I forget, I'm just auto-recording this. I don't have the messages, and I've forgotten the exact handle now. But, just talking about why do you care? You shouldn't care, and you could just block them. Don't give it another thought. But that's the thing. See, that's the other side. That's the side that agrees with me, but is still getting this impression game wrong. Because it's like this idea that people's expectations are pressing because we sort of have to recognize they're there, and we sort of want to satisfy them even if we decide that the changes required are changes we don't want to make, and so we try to satisfy them by convincing them that they don't need that for satisfaction. Maybe this one guy that I was commenting on really needs better visuals for his satisfaction, and I'm not going to convince him that he can be satisfied or get him to be satisfied without that. And I like to point this expectation out, and you see, because when I was younger, in a situation like this, I'd be like, I don't care what you fucking think. I don't care what you think. But see, I paid attention to my own behavior, and I noticed I keep asking people what they think. I keep thinking about what they think. I thought about what this guy thought. I had to admit to myself, well, it's not that I don't care, because I'm interested, and that's one of the meanings of care. I said, I'm not going to act on what you think. Okay, I'm curious to know, and it might influence my actions. And I hope so, because otherwise my curiosity is a waste of time. But I'm not going to act directly on them. So I'm not going to act on what you think. But I do care what this guy with Lop thinks. I care. And as a matter of fact, in this case, I'm fascinated by it, because this expectation, and even from the side of where people are like, screw that, I don't care what people think. We all are spending so much time caring in these expectations. And I think it's a big part of childhood where we have adults expect things, and we can start to resent it, and yet the funny thing is somehow we never overcome it. Okay? So that's one thing. Another thing that's going on is Theosophists is trying to, attack that skepticism is like, I didn't get the part where it was a government plot, but that was a part of what he was saying, and various things like this. And, you can't make up someone's unique take on things. Uh, you have to understand, what they're saying. You're trying to attribute this idea. You say, I have an easy way out, and say, well, I do think something, but I could be wrong, so you can't pin me down. But that's just honesty. I mean, what's the alternative? That you're absolutely right. You're willing to commit to that you're absolutely right. And then anybody that claims that, you can easily prove them wrong. Nobody has absolute knowledge as a practical matter. Even those of you that say it's possible, you don't have any. Right? So what good does it do that you'll commit and say you're sure about stuff that, one, you can't be sure about, or two, stuff you haven't actually learned yet? It's more like, well, I'm sure I could sure of something. So that's the deal with that. But yeah, on the whole, expecting to be impressed kind of thing. You have to choose where you want to go. A person's favorite restaurant is their own personal choice, and it can be because of the quality of the food. It can be the value for the dollar, whatever. That's your own personal choice. And if you're going to say, hey, this place can improve, then you like that place 75, 80%. And you're saying, hey, this will make it perfect. But you have to understand that they may not want to do that. They may not want to change for you.